Hey guys, M here. Welcome to another Logcast. I'm not even gonna try to guess the number. I honestly don't know. I think we're at 21, but I could be wrong. We'll see. I think I said the last one was like 19, and I actually looked and it was actually 20, and I'm like, anyway, I want to start like a new thing on here where I like give sub shout outs. And the thing is, I know a lot of my subs, like IRL, and a lot of them put their real names, so I'm not going to do that for all of them. We got Knights of Astora, with a Z. I thank you for joining us. I would name more people, but the thing is, like, the most recent subs I got are like people I know IRL, and then the ones before that, they don't show up because I don't think it'll tell me if someone subs if it's not public. Like if they don't have it where it's public, because I know there were times before I'd get subs, but I couldn't see it. Like it wouldn't tell me that. So yeah, that's the one shout out. We're gonna start off with one, and then later down the line, we're probably gonna end up saying more than one. So that's a thing. Okay, the mic situation. Yes. I'm sorry if you just heard me move the mic like 3 times. So, with the mic, we, this microphone I have is, as we've stated before, a gaming headset mic. So, you know, I can do stuff, it just sounds like I'm doing it through a gaming headset mic. So, I plan on getting an actual microphone that I can plug into my computer. I just tapped on my computer, that's what that sound was. And I can expect it sometime next week. I believe. Yeah, I think about next week or like next week and a half. And the thing is with that, I don't want to make any scripted videos for now, just because I don't want to like date them. Because it's like it'd be like if I shot the video in the foot, basically, because I'm gonna go like, okay, I finally finished this whole script. Woo! Now I have my mic, and now it's gonna sound like trash in comparison to everything I do from now on. So that's we're gonna hold back on the scripted videos for now. I will still be making them. Like I will still be making them. I won't be making them. I'm gonna keep writing them, but I'm not gonna make any. So because usually on scripted videos, I usually make them, and then if the weekend hits, and then I like make a whole scripted video in 2 days. But since this is happening, I'm most likely not going to do that. So I'll try to fill up that space with something else. I don't know why I'm so stuttery right now. There's a few videos I want to make. I want to make one on Dead by Daylight because I play it more now. I have a lot of footage because a lot of times I'll just have my headphones in. I want to make a video on Tekken, another one, because I for most of my rank up, I had my mic in, because the thing is I played Tekken one time like casually with my friend, and I noticed he was a higher rank than me, and I was like, I don't even play rank. I should probably play rank. So then I started playing rank. So now I'm like, I don't know what rank it is. Fighter? It's like above brawler. It's like one of the green ranks, you know? And I got that far and the whole thing's recorded, so I might as well chop it up into a video. I didn't talk throughout all of it, so I'll have to find some way to make that work out. But yeah, so expect that. I mean, I want to do a blooper video, but the thing is, on my computer, it's a lot harder to get bloopers because with my phone, it auto-saves it. I know I've said this before, but, you know, just for a repeat. My computer does not auto-save my voice recordings. Like, it'll just save as untitled, and then if I go to close it, it'll close, and, like, it won't be saved. So, whenever I start messing up, I'm gonna start saving it just as bloopers, and then one day I'll just put it all in the one video. I think the first blooper I did, the blooper reel thing that I did, that was like 10 minutes. I saw it recently. It was like 10 something minutes, and I'm like, And it's funny, that was only from like 3 videos? Or no, like 5. At maximum, like 5. But all those were recorded over the span of a month, so... moving forwards, I'll be working on that on the side, along with maybe that Tekken video and a Dead by Daylight video. What else is on this script? Imagine looking at your bullet points and saying, yeah, script. Niche. Okay, I wrote the 2 points together and I didn't separate them on this little list I have. The thing is, what I mean by niche is, I've noticed a lot of the things I like are, like, not popular. Like, when I made that Fist of the North Star video and everyone, like, in that small community I was in, they were like, oh yeah, this is cool, yeah. It's like, the thing is, like, when I make videos, right, I have to go out and, like, advertise them. Like, I just send them out places. And when I start sending them out, you'll notice in a lot of the smaller communities, those people are just like, I'm so happy to see someone talking about this. Like, it's a lot easier to get someone like that into stuff. I'm not saying it like, oh yeah, they're suckers. It's just like, us fans of like lesser known stuff, it's just like, bro, acknowledgement. Like, something. Like, y'all are killing us. Like, whenever I make, well, I can't even say whenever I make a Fist of the North Star video, because that's like technically the, no, I made 2, but I didn't advertise the other one. I think it did okay. The thing is, like, it's just, I don't know. We just want more of it. So that's the thing with like My Hero. Like, if I ended up making like a My Hero video, I bet like it's possible. Like, even if more people saw it, because it's harder to advertise stuff like that. Because a lot of people are like, yo, check out my Hero Academia video. So then, you know, they gotta regulate it. But like, even if a ton more people saw like a My Hero Academia video that I made, I bet like 80% of them would be like disrespectful with it. Just because it's like, oh, there's like a million of these. And I'm starting to notice, like I said earlier, a lot of the stuff I like is not super popular. So I end up getting a lot more responses from tinier communities. I don't mean like, you know, a million views. I mean like, you know, there's just, I can connect with them more because like, we feel the exact same way. What was another video I made and I was just like, oh man, this is cool. I'm trying to think. I can't think of it off the top of my head, and I don't want to sit here in dead silence for a minute. But like, whenever I make content off of smaller stuff, people usually go like, oh yeah, this is cool. No, actually, the Pizza Tower video. That thing has, I think, the most views out of all my mixes. More than the DJ Subatomic one, which really hurts my feelings. But, yeah, it's like all of us fans of like smaller and more like lesser known things, it's like, bruh, we just out here. We just, what about our stuff, dog? Like, I could tell you now, like, I made the mix that came out yesterday. I hope yesterday. Hopefully I export this in enough time, right? The mix that came out yesterday, the Fortnite one. Yeah, the Fortnite Dead Rising one. I was actually shocked at how small the Dead Rising community was on, like, Reddit. It's not that many people. Like, Dead Rising is a pretty big game. Or at least it was. I don't know too much about now, because, you know, Dead Rising 4 and, you know, people didn't like that one. But it was like, how many people was it? It was like, I think it was less than 1,000. I think it was like 500. And I know that's, you know, obviously that's not every Dead Rising fan ever, but I'm like, most communities are just bigger than that. I think the Streets of Rogues Reddit was better than that. Like, it was bigger than that. And I'm just like, ooh. So yeah, it's a lot. I want to make more niche stuff like that just because a lot of the stuff like that doesn't get new content. Like, people don't cover stuff like that. So I wanna talk about that stuff more. Just because it's like, what does Goku say? If I don't, who will? You know. Actually, I want to talk about that Fist of the North Star video some more. Someone ended up texting like, I would have added all these characters. And I was like, it's funny that this character's costume is in the game. I could have included that in the video. That video could have been longer. But it's just like, that was cool. I don't know. I don't know how the word. That was cool. Thicker skin. Now, I'm assuming a lot of newer viewers don't know who I used to be, because who I used to be was from all the videos that are privated now. And I did not take internet criticism that well, like at all. Like, it was pretty bad. Like, you know how like a lot of streamers now, they go like, yeah, I'll just ban whoever does it. That's how I was. Like, one person would say something, I go, hey, just ban him. This is gone. Just delete it. I don't do that anymore, but back then, bro, if you said anything negative, I was just like, I'm not here for it. Because I think it was like, I used to go to school, I used to do stuff, and then I'd go like, let me make a YouTube video, and then someone would hate on it, and I'm just like, I came here for peace. So you gotta go, and then gone. Deleted. Does not exist. Or then I'd start like attacking them, which is behavior I do not condone now. I was also like, bruh, that was like at most 7 years ago. So, obviously a lot's changed from then and now, especially my voice. But I got when I went back to advertise the Warframe video, because the Warframe video, it did not do that well, but I also didn't advertise it. I don't know why I didn't. I just kind of left it there, and I was like, okay. And that video, I don't think it was the best thing ever. I think it was okay. I feel like it was okay. Like, the thing was, like I said at the end of that video, I lost my passion for it when I wrote the script, and then I started it, and then I was like, I kind of don't want to talk about this anymore. But then I finished it because I was like, I've just had this for so long. It'd be kind of trash if I didn't finish it, so then I did it. And like, I advertised it, and a lot of people were like, oh yeah, I fan fiction. I like fan fiction. Like stuff like that. And one guy was like, this is boring. It's boring and it's too long. And it's funny because in my brain, I was like, bro, it's like 8 minutes. People make documentaries on stuff for like 30 minutes, but this 8-minute video is too long. And I was thinking, I wasn't annoyed. Like, I was just like, oh, okay, whatever, a guy on the internet. And it's funny because the second I saw that text, I was about to text back and go like, I don't know why I say that so much. If you know me IRL, I say that all the time. Like, someone will say a sentence and I'll go like, and I'll just sit there for a minute. It's like my default neutral response because it fits for like almost any situation. And I literally texted it, and then I was like, oh wait, that's weird. So I ended up giving like the YouTube bot response, like, I'm a little hurt that you said that, but I appreciate all the feedback that you give me, and I want to grow in the future. I didn't technically lie. I mean, like, I do want to get better. It's just, you didn't help. Let's see. Oh, no, actually, I'm not done with that. If you want to do stuff like this, you need thick skin. Like, I'm just telling you that now. Like, anytime you want to do something public like this, you have to. Because the thing is, a lot of people, like YouTube and like any independent creative venture, right? Is a lot of people will some people will know what you're talking about, where you're coming from, and how much it takes to make stuff. Other people are just consumers, and they don't make anything. So they'll like something, you will do something wrong in a video, and like creative people might go like, oh yes, you missed it here, and they'll just go like, it's bad. Why is it bad? It's bad. It's like talking to a 5-year-old. Like, there's no point of going back and forth with those people. Like, at most I'll go like, or you leave a nice comment. That's what I usually do. I'll just go like, oh, man, thank you, man. I'm gonna learn. You you gotta hit that hostility with some kindness for multiple reasons. It's like sometimes when someone's like that, if you act nice and then everyone else sees it, it's just like, well, that guy was just being a little bit of a prick for no reason. That's usually what it is. But a lot of people that I know that like want to do stuff like this, like YouTube stuff and other stuff, they're like afraid to step out of their comfort zone and like just go out and do stuff. And it's like, you have to be able to do that. That video where I got reviewed or whatever, bruh, that man put me on blast. And I was like, half of that was not deserved. I was a little upset at that time, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, I took it. I made a video from it. I got content. So, you know, you gotta take that stuff in stride. Like, the dubs. Bro, I was so ready to get blasted for those dubs. I was so ready. I don't like Raiders. I don't like the Raiders what I did. To the point where I thought about redoing it. But like the dub stuff, the mixes. Okay, to be honest, you know, this might be the self-confidence talking, but like I don't think any of the mixes were that bad. There were sound errors. There were definitely sound errors, but you know, I didn't think the mixes were terrible. But stepping out of what I knew how to do and learning how to do stuff like that, this is just stuff you have to do. Even when I had to learn how to edit on my phone, right? It's like you can tell the difference between like the the first video I made was like the Rook one. You can see the difference between like that Rook video to the Fatal Bullet video to the I got reviewed by 30 YouTubers video. I just learned how to do it better. Just like adapting, getting used to what people say, being able to take it, keep going. That's just how you gotta do for stuff like this. And a lot of people, you know, they get a bad message, they don't get the response they wanted, and they're like, I'm gonna just give up. It's like, if this is what you want, you can't be ready to give up that easy. So, I recommend you don't do it. One of my, I don't really know him. I know who he is, but I know of him. This guy, I talked about him last time, and he was like, I gave up art because it wasn't going that well. It was that guy. And he came back with absolutely no explanation to my knowledge, and I'm just like, okay. I'm happy he came back. Because a lot of people, they'll delete YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever they're building up. They'll delete that in like a moment of self-doubt, and then they're just like, well, even if I wanted to come back to it, I've closed off the option for myself. Which is why I always say that's something you should never do. Like, even if anything, it's there to archive a different time and how you used to do things and all that. For myself, I usually say, like, if this doesn't work out, or like I don't want to do this anymore, it'll show as like an archive of a time where I tried, of like stuff I really wanted to do. There's so many things I've ended up making now that I've wanted to do for so long, and then I just did it, and now I feel pretty good about it, you know? That Jaggy video, I wanted to do that. A lot of the dubs I really wanted to do. The Raiders dub I wanted to do for forever. Gale, even though it was like 3 lines. Artorias, you know, all that. I really wanted to do all that stuff, and then I just did it. A lot of stuff you just kind of gotta do it, you know? Even if that got no views, I would have still done it. Like, the dubs view-wise, well, the Dark Souls ones in particular, just because of how short they were. Because it's really hard to advertise those, it's like 3 lines. Those didn't do too well, but I just did them because well, okay, they didn't do too well on YouTube. On Instagram, they did a lot better, but you know, I would have done them anyway, just because I wanted to do that. Just do the stuff you want to do, and whatever happens, happens, you know? Sometimes I be out here thinking, like, I could just become a mix channel. You know how easy it is to become a music channel if you can make that kind of stuff? Like, but like, the thing is, I want to be known as me. the person. You know, a lot of people, they'll start off doing something, and then they'll like try to move into something else, and then they're like, everyone's like, oh, you can't do that. I'm unsubbing. Or like, one person wanted to start off as this. They can't do that anymore. It's how do I word this? A lot of people get trapped in doing one thing, and I don't want to get trapped in doing one thing. I want to be able to do the things that I want to make, regardless of what kind of content it is. And in the end goal, I want people to know me as me, you know? Like, if I just did mixes, it'd be like, oh, that's the mix guy. But you wouldn't know who the mix guy is. You would just know he makes the mixes that nobody else would make, because this stuff is so obscure. That's how I'd be known, and I don't really want to be known as that. So I put in the effort to do all this other stuff. Sometimes it doesn't do as well, but that isn't the reason I'm doing it, so, you know? Let's see. I haven't been talking about that for a long time. Efficiency of dubbing? I don't know what I meant by that. I wrote it in the notes and I have no idea what I meant by that statement. Efficiency of dubbing. I hope I'm talking about the mic and how... Oh, right. The thing is, with dubs, I used to just walk into my... I think I said it last time. So I don't know if I have to pause it twice. I just used to walk in the closet, close the door, say my lines, come out. Because it's got the best, like, noise cancellation, right? With this microphone, it does not have, like, a headphone jack. So I'd have to record it on my computer, which is in my room, which has a lot less soundproofing than my closet, as you could probably guess. So, it's gonna be really scary. That mic better sound like gold, bro. Because I swear to God, if they make me hit a shouting line, that's a rip. That'd be such a rip. So like, okay guys, okay neighborhood, I'm gonna have to hit this shouting line now. You know, it is a laptop, so like, the thing is, my closet is very tiny. I don't know. That sounds like how to get something broken. We'll see what happens. My main concern right now is, I don't know how I'm gonna do those louder lines without disturbing the universe. Let's see. Working more. I know this has been like a in the background sort of conflict. I've talked about it a lot. Like on and off, you know. Because on the Logcast we usually have a lot to talk about, because usually I'm like, one of my friends quit making things. One of these people I respect just disappeared. One of these people I like is like something in jail, or you know. Which, to be fair, someone else I look up to has been accused again. But we're not going to talk about that this time. I think when I hear about other people's work ethics, it's like, what am I doing? You know, it's like, I do work hard to make this stuff, you know, but I don't think I work hard enough if I really want this. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It's just, I don't feel like I do enough. Like, working from the weekends from day to night, you know, just sitting here on this computer, just recording lines, making bloopers. Well, not intentionally, obviously. Recording lines, you know, editing videos, all that. It's like, you can't only work hard for 2 days. And I understand my main thing is usually when I'm working, like at my, working my job, and then I have to stop editing. It's like my brain can't comprehend what to do. Like, I am mentally tired most of the time afterwards for multiple reasons. And then I go like, okay, so I'll crank out a video on the weekend. And I feel like it shouldn't be like that. I feel like I should just learn how to keep going anyway, you know? Not saying it as if like I want to make a video and it just sounds like, you know, like I don't want it to be like that. I want to make it sound good. I just want to work more on this kind of stuff, you know, on the scripts and all that. like I have 3 scripts now, 3 scripts that I have not finished yet. So I haven't dubbed them or anything, and then it's like I haven't dubbed them. Is that people don't say that about scripts? I haven't read them out. I haven't recorded the lines yet. So, you know, I need to finish them. They're like that's what I was trying to say. They're not all done. A lot of them are halfway done or part way done. Just because I started writing a lot. Like I'll have an idea for a script and then I'll write it down, but then I'll like wait till later to finish it off. And I want to write just like a ton of scripts, and so like when I do work or when I do have that ability to voice over, or if I push myself to be able to do it, I can just do it. You know? It's like I don't know. It's because I hear these stories about how everyone else got to where they are, and I know that I work, to manage daily upload. Hit this, make this mix, make that, But I don't think it's enough. I know last time I was like, I come to this realization to like, it's okay, you gotta relax every once in a while. I think the thing is I'm relaxing too much and I'm making it like mentally okay for myself. And I don't want that. Like, there's a lot of times where I'm like, you're not doing anything right now at all that's helpful. I understand, like, you do need a mental break every once in a while. You can't just straight work forever because then you'll go crazy. But like, I feel like I've used that excuse to go on like breaks for really, really long times, and I'm not okay with that, I mean, like, there's stuff I've stopped doing to make stuff like this, like drawing. I used to draw a lot. Well, yeah, I did. I used to draw a lot. I used to not post it because I was insecure about it. I've even thought about posting them now, not on here, like maybe on Instagram or something. Because the thing is, I'm like, when you have a lot of like art friends and you see them draw, and then you're like, I mean, I can't draw like that, though. Like, I free draw a lot. Like, I don't use references or anything. Like, that's kind of just how I learned how to draw. I was just like, I'm gonna just pencil on paper, let's go. And it's like, I don't think I draw something breathtaking, but I feel like the thing is I expected everything to be that good. Like, I feel like the thing is, before I started doing all this YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff again, it's like, the people around me made me feel super insecure about that kind of stuff. I didn't quit drawing because of them. I quit drawing because I wanted to do more YouTube stuff. And I didn't think it fit into what I wanted to do. So I just kind of stopped doing it. But, now that it's just this new time for me. Wow, that sounded super dramatic. I kind of want to start posting them again. Yeah, like, my art's definitely gotten better. There was a really old video where I like scanned my drawings and I put them on screen, and like, oh my god, they were so bad. They were awful. They were actually dog shit. So yeah, like, a lot's changed. I think like every time I stop drawing, I get better. I don't know why this ended up turning into talk about me drawing. But, yeah. There's a lot more things I want to put time into other than wasting time, A lot of stuff, I spend time and I'm just like, I can't get this back, That's why a lot of games and stuff, I record them. Like that whole Tekken thing, I didn't intentionally do that. It was a subconscious thing. And it's like, I don't want to waste a ton of time that I could be using to make stuff like this. Like YouTube videos and all that. To be fair, I probably could do like a funny drawing stream. Look, I can't draw. But I don't know. We'll see. I want to try to do all the stuff I didn't feel comfortable doing before. I don't know why I just got awkwardly quiet. But yeah. I want to try to do all that stuff, and I want to make sure all that time that I spend on things matters. You know, I understand like if I'm like having a moment or like a day where it's like I can't do anything, but a lot of the times where I just let it slip by, like time just go, does not feel very good. So, you know, you gotta do a lot to break the cycle of wake up, go to work, go to sleep, go to work again. And it's hard. But if you want it, you gotta do it. So that's what I'm trying to do. I made the dumbest face right after I said that. It's not even funny. This is why we don't have a face cam, usually. Oh yeah, I started putting my face in videos. Kind of. I mean, like, you know, you can't see my face, but, you know. There's a lot of face humor I want to do, but it's just like, I don't know about now. Or not at the moment anyway. I understand why, like, YouTubers cover up their face. You know, I bet someone's probably like, well, you're not even that popular to be worrying about that. But it's just like in general, you know. I even said why I wear the mask and stuff, like, in videos. I'm so happy I said that before, because now I don't ever have to explain why again. Because someone's gonna go like, when did you talk about that? And I'm gonna go like, look around in the Logcast. I don't know which one I said it in. But yeah, there's a lot of facial humor that I want to start doing, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it, given I don't want to share my face on the internet like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Oh man. My last point was completely unrelated to everything. And it's funny, because when I wrote down the bullet points, I knew it wasn't related to anything. And I still wanted to talk about it. So, let's talk about... This is like the last point, by the way. Let's talk about VTuber graduation. Yeah, I know, that took a left turn, didn't it? You weren't expecting that, were you? You know, if you've heard the previous Logcasts, I'm assuming you would know that I do like my VTubers. I like a good amount of them. A lot of them are just really cool, or funny, or weird. And like, ooh, I can make a total next point that I wanted to make and I almost forgot about. That's gonna be the last one though. I like a lot of VTubers, and like, recently, I'm not gonna say any names. Well, I mean, it's public, it doesn't really matter. I forgot her name though. She's telling me? I don't remember her last name or her first name. I don't know. Japan, you know, they flip it. Anyway, one of the recent VTubers in FAMS they graduated. Why I'm saying graduation in quote unquote, even though you can't see my fingers, is because graduation just basically means you got kicked out or fired. And I find it weird that they sugarcoat it like that. Like, they say it like it's like they killed them off screen or something. Like, I don't know how else to talk about it. Like, I wanted to make a whole skit on it, and I still might, because it's so... Because they don't just go like, they've moved on to other things. They go like, they graduated. Like, the way they say it, or they put it every single time, it just, like, if there was an official document where it was just like, we are sorry to inform you, but she's graduated. I'm like, the way they put it, it sounds like they just shot her out back. They said some, breached the terms of service. You know what happens now, don't you? Just like everyone else. Congratulations. You graduated. You know, like...
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, oh, why? What did she do? What did she do? A lot of stuff like that. The last time I heard someone graduated, it was for some pretty deep doo-doo. So, sometimes it's better you don't know why such a thing happens. Sometimes things are just better left unsaid and unanswered. I'm not sure who's watching this, who would watch VTubers, but, you know, a lot of times I see a lot of HoloLive people, like HoloLive fans, going like, I need answers. I need them now. Sometimes you don't need answers. Okay? I don't know how else to explain it. Sometimes some things just don't need to be shared. But yeah, I don't know. I find that funny that they're like, they graduated. And then you never hear from them again. Ever. They won't mention them anymore. Like, it's just like, golly, y'all really just murdered this person. Or their career. Usually, it sounds like it's the person's fault. From what I've heard. I mean, from what I've heard. From all of the times I've heard this statement. That's usually what happens. Like, the person does something wrong, and then they get cut. They graduate. But, yeah. Ugh. Nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. Graduation. Yikes. I can't imagine being a VTuber next time. Like, someone knocks on your door. Congratulations. You graduated, and the person just starts crying because they don't know what graduation means, and it just means they got shafted. It's like, yo, I don't know. It sounds brutal. It's a very nice word for such a, thing. It's basically like, we're taking away your YouTube channel. You're not a character anymore. We're never going to talk about you again. Goodbye. Not saying it's not justified. I'm just saying that's a little crazy to me. And here's the part where I said, oh, okay. I didn't write down the next point. I just thought about it while I was saying that. YouTubers feeling fake. What do I mean by that? I don't know. Well, that's the end of the Logcast. No. A lot of YouTubers feel like, when people go like, a lot of YouTubers receive hate comments, and then like the YouTuber will respond and they'll be like, oh, I didn't actually expect you to respond to me. It's like, YouTubers feel like they feel so like distant, because it's usually like a person who works like their 9 to 5 every single day. They watch a YouTuber who their job is to just like play video games, cover topics, like all that kind of stuff. And it's like such a like normally unobtainable sounding kind of thing that it's like really hard to relate to someone who does that as a living. So you see them every single day making like gameplay videos or whatever, and you're just like, it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a mental thing, because it's like, this person can't be real. It's like, it just doesn't register in your head that it's like, oh yeah, that's a real person who worked to make that become a thing. It's just like, it slips sometimes, I was watching like Cali stream or something, and in my head I was like, oh yeah, this is a real person. Because sometimes you just forget. I don't know how to explain it. I don't mean like, if you forget that you're a terrible person. This is very strange. I'm trying to word this and not step on the landmine that I'm putting down. It's really hard to connect with those kind of people just because it's like, you're just like in such an unobtainable status. Such like an impossible thing that it's hard to connect. Like a lot of YouTubers, I'm just like, I can't imagine that, like that lifestyle, like the way you live, the way you work, the way you do things. It's like, what? It's like for me, I feel like that meme, the one where it's like, I got paid like an hour ago, and it's like, well, you got paid an hour ago, I get paid every 5 hours, and it's like the other guy who's like, you guys are getting paid? That's what that feels like. Because it's like, it's almost like, it's really hard for me to like connect with the fact that that's how they live, because it's so far away from me at this moment. And for people who don't do this, it's like nigh impossible. So maybe for me it's a lot harder for me to connect, just because I understand that, because that's what I just hit my headphones because that's what I do. So it's like I just kind of stare at the screen like, oh yeah, this isn't just like fake. I've had that moment multiple times. Not gonna lie. Multiple times I've been watching YouTubers and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a real person. I don't know how to explain it. You just gotta remember those are real people with real feelings, and you can't go off crazy on them just because you can't relate to them, you know? You have to treat them like people. You wouldn't just walk up to a person and go like, yo, this is some horseshit. Bro, you're ugly. Your voice is dummy annoying. You can't just do that. So don't do that. You like how I turned this around to an anti-bullying PSA? I like that. Yes, sir. So anyways, I think it's about time we wrap up this Logcast. I don't know how long it's been. I'm gonna look at the time. 40 minutes. I thought it was 30. A little shorter than I think usually, but we do what we gotta do around here. So, well, this is exporting. I can't do anything when it's exporting. So, after this is done exporting and this gets uploaded, I'm probably gonna script it. I'm gonna script something else. I'm gonna work on my scripts. I don't really care what happens tomorrow. I don't care what happens at work. I'm gonna work on my scripts. And I want to finish one of them. There's one I really want to finish because I want to talk about it. So hopefully I'll have all this done when the mic comes in. So then like all those days going by, I'll just go like, all right guys, it's money time. There's a lot of times where I can't get on my computer, and in those times I'll just work on something else, like maybe a dub, maybe a script, something else. I just want to work more and work harder on this. Anyway. I've been M. I hope you join every single time we do one of these. I try to upload every single day. Main word being try. I will hope you check out these videos on the sides of me. Hopefully I've added the end cards by now, right? Future me. And I'll talk to you guys later.